to Roseville Middle School for our first face-to-face band concert in 2 years. Very excited. Yes, please. So my name's Monica Gabriel. I'm the principal here. I'm also joined tonight by a couple of administrators. Hiding in the back, we have Miss Brenda Baker. She's our assistant principal, and Teresa Janae, our board president. So thank you to both of them for being here. I believe Miss Baker has a special little cameo later on tonight, so we'll have to be prepared for that. So as I said, this is our first concert in a couple of years, so a couple of reminders, because we do want to model for our students appropriate etiquette at a concert like this. At this time, if you haven't already, please silence your cell phones. If you do decide to take some video or cameras, we ask that you do that without your flash, so we don't distract the kids from their music. And while this is a concert, it's not a rock concert, so we don't shout out our friends' names. I'm looking at you over there, 8th graders. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So as I said, we're so excited to have you here tonight. We know that this has been another interesting year on the heels of an already interesting previous year. So we hope tonight brings you some Christmas spirit and some cheer, and we can send you all off into break with a smile. So at this time, I'd like to turn it off to our band director, Miss Reese.
Good evening once again. My name is Danielle Reese, and I'm the band and choir director here at Roseville Middle School. On stage right now is our beginning band, and what we are going to model for you this evening is a series of songs that we have in our band book that we started the school year with, and kind of show you the progression that we've made since September. We are going to play a series of 6 or 7 mini songs to start. We ask that you do not applaud in between each. It's going to make this go a little bit quicker. The only reason we are pausing in between, and you will see the percussion is always quite busy in the back because they are switching instruments constantly. So we give a little bit of time in between so they can switch to the next instrument, but we ask that you save the applause till the end. And if you're unsure when that is, it's when I go. to give you credit as an audience, because a lot of times when we say, don't clap, people clap. So A for effort for you. The next piece is Jingle Bells. And the version that the students are reading is actually what we call sheet music. So in beginning band, when we move from strictly working on songs within our band book, we move up into what's called sheet music, which is full pieces. Generally, the songs that we have in our book are between 8 to 12 measures, and then when you move to sheet music, there are significantly more measures that are being played. I would ask that during the song, we have Miss Baker come on up. She is going to do an impromptu Jingle Bells solo with the band. I didn't tell you about this. Surprise! Oh, there she is. The last year and a half has been near impossible to keep a band program running, because when you're learning band through a screen, it's definitely not the same as being in front. So this has been a huge, huge, huge improvement from last year, lots of struggles that we went through, but this group has really kind of risen above that. So let's hear it one more time for beginning band. This is our intermediate band, and when students progress from beginning to intermediate, the level of music that we play gets harder, and the level of difficulty of the technique that we're using also gets harder. So this group right here is comprised of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. We have the luxury in this district to have all grade levels performing in different bands, which you don't see generally everywhere, but it gives the students who are just starting off, maybe in 8th grade, that took them a little while to get interested, it's their opportunity to be in band, and vice versa. We have 5th grade students from last year that are now in 6th grade that have been able to progress faster. So it's based on ability level and not necessarily based on grade level. Intermediate band is going to play 4 selections for you this evening, and you can applaud in between each of them, except the second song, which I'll give you instructions on. So please enjoy our first song, Winter Wonderland. The last piece that intermediate band is going to perform this evening is technically titled A Rather Bumpy Sleigh Ride. I don't always remember the titles of pieces, so generally every day I would make up a different title, and the one that kind of stuck with this one was Bumpy Christmas, so we hope you enjoy Bumpy Christmas. I spent a lot of time with this class just throwing new music at them, and every time I thought that it was enough, it clearly wasn't, because we needed another one, another one, another one, and we just kept adding things on. And this class is going to do great things. Every class is doing great things, but this class has been stellar with the random things that I just keep throwing at them. So let's hear it one more time for intermediate band. This year has not only brought normalcy to the band room, but it's also brought some chaos, because certain sections don't have as many people in them as we need in order to cover certain parts. So I actually have percussion and trumpets and flutes doubling parts. So I've got kids from different classes. I also have called in some backup with some high school and college alumni from this building to come help us with this concert this evening, because it's not fair for, let's say, the flutes to have 2 total people in a section that normally plays the entire melody line. So I did call in for some backup, and we are so thankful that everybody was able to be here to help us with this. It's not that this group couldn't handle it, it's that why work harder if you can work smarter? Our first piece is Jingle Bell Rock, and if you know this song, which I'm sure you've heard it on the radio 3,000 times at this point, you are more than welcome to sing along, but it is a band concert. We have a special treat this evening. We have Leilani and Daniel Duhay-Lansad playing a duet together. Yes, they are related, so they have a lot of opportunities to practice at home, which is great. They are going to be playing Joy to the World. Before we perform our last piece for this evening, I want to take a minute and thank the Roseville community for I mentally prepped myself for this. I said, you're not going to cry, you're not going to cry. Guess what? It's happening. This is my last concert here at Roseville. I have accepted a position in a different district that is closer to my home, and it's where my kids are going to go to school, and this was a family decision that was not easy for me to make, and this right here is exactly why. It's a hard decision for me to make because this has been my home for the last 8 years, and I am eternally grateful for the opportunities that I have been able to have and the opportunity to work with your kids and to work in this district. It's been just amazing, and I would never trade what I have here for anything. I would never trade these kids for anything. Like I said, this was a decision that was not made lightly, and I am blessed to have worked with your students, and I hope that your students still keep in touch with me, and I am going to miss them immensely. And I saved this speech for the end because if I look at the other classes, it'll be the same emotion I have, but it's been amazing. And none of this would ever be possible without the support from our school board, from higher admin, from building level administration, and from you. The parents are the #1 support in the arts, because if the support comes from home, then the kids come to school prepared and excited to do musical everything. And it definitely shows with how excited the kids are for the concerts and the conversations that I have with your students in and outside the classroom and the messages that I receive, and it's been a whirlwind, and I would never trade it for anything. The last piece that we are going to perform is titled, "We Wish You a Scary Christmas," although I call it "Very Scary Christmas," although the word very is not found at all in the title. And in order to do this piece properly, we are going to invite Mr. John Lang, who is a science teacher here at Roseville Middle School, to do the narration.
I want to say thank you, Mrs. Reese. 8 years, it's been fantastic. It's been a pleasure to work with you. I think we all should give Mrs. Reese a tremendous On Christmas Eve's past, before all would retire, with the winter wind shrieking, they huddled close to the fire, and ghost tales they told long into the night. So Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good fright. No!
So as you exit, the advanced band has one last performance for you, but there's no need to stay silent. If you recognize it, you can groove along with them. Thank you so very much for attending our concert. We have thoroughly enjoyed playing in an indoor space for you again. Please join us in the spring when we do the same. Have a Merry Christmas.